Hey guys, today we are going to talk about division rules. Let's start with some basics. Here we have 24 divided by 2. When I look at my tens place, I know that 2 can go into 2 one time. Then I multiply 2 times what I've put up here, and I subtract that from what I have. My next step is to bring down my ones place. I now see that the number 2 goes into 4 2 times. I subtract 4 from 4 and I have no remainder. So my final answer is 12. Now let's shake things up a bit. With this 62 divided by 3, I see that 3 can fit into 6, and it does that 2 times. So I subtract 3 times 2, which is 6, and I have nothing. So I go ahead and bring down my 2, which is my next step. This is where I have a problem. 3 doesn't fit into 2, so I have to put a 0 in my answer. I have 3 different options now that I realized that 3 fits into 62 a full 20 times. My first option is to write my remainder using what I have left over. So I could write my final answer as 20 remainder 2. My next option is to again use my remainder, but I'm using that as a numerator, making my answer into a fraction. I need to use my divisor as the denominator. So in this case, my final answer is 20 2/3. Here is the third thing I can do when I have a division problem that has some sort of remainder. I can turn my number into a decimal because 62 is the same as 62.0. I then have to put a decimal in my answer, and then I can bring down my 0. When I look at this now, I see that 3 can go into 26 times. So I write 6 in my answer. 6 times 3 is 18, and I have 2 left over. I can repeat this process, adding an infinite number of zeros and bring them down. But pretty soon, I'm going to see a pattern, and I'm going to see that that 6 goes on, forever and ever. So my final answer can be written as a decimal 20.66666, so I put my repeating bar above.